sauce.
Yeah. So I'd like to announce that July 22nd, my son will be competing again in a pankration show at the Panda Cup in Sacramento, California. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about that for a second? Who's your opponent? Stuff like that?
My opponent is Mikey Fear. I once faced him before for the title. I ended up losing via submission in the first round. And I'm basically coming back for my revenge. Sadly, he couldn't keep the title, so it's not for the title shot yet. But when I beat him, I will be going after the title.
All right. Confidence, I like that. So it looks like Tyshawn Slaughter is okay. You know, after taking those hammers, man. You know, I'm glad that the referee stopped it when he did. You know, a lot of times, you know, the referees like to give them, like to give the fighters a chance. You know, but in these kind of situations where you're not defending yourself and you're just getting, you're just getting pummeled.
They have no other choice.
Yeah, they have no other choice but to stop the fight.
But it's good that he did that so he didn't sustain any terrible injuries.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing a little bag of ice won't fix.
Yeah, exactly. It saves him a lot of healing, so he could just go right back to training and get ready for his next camo fight.
Tacos, burritos, you name it, we got it back there. Feel up and enjoy the show.
Carlos Kramer is making me hungry, man, talking about food again. I cannot believe the heat, though, that we're having here today. It is so hot, you know?
It's like 110 degrees back here with all the machines.
Yeah.
So who do we have for our next fight, for our next bout?
Our next fight coming up is actually one of your friends, Daymeond Molina, and he's taking on. I don't have no information on the other fighter though. All I know is his last name is Galvan. So, all right, like I said, I don't really know too much about him.
Well, it should be a good match nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, Daymeond Molina training out of Molina MMA. And since he's been really putting in that work and training with the, with the adults and everything, man, his whole game level, his whole.
It's like on a next level for the kids.
Yeah, it's on a whole next level. Yeah, man, this kid is just like, this kid is a beast, So they're taking a little bit of time right now. They got people coming in to clean up the cage.
This next fight, it is going to be a pankration fight since they are both underage.
Yeah. So it is.
I still don't understand why they did that. Why they put him in the adults like this in the camo.
Well, because he's 17.
Oh, he is?
So yeah, he's 17. I don't know exactly when he'll be 18, but it's giving him the opportunity to. To get that feel of it,
Yeah. So it looks like they're giving thumbs up to start up again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our next warriors. This will be a pankration fight. Please welcome to the cage, Daymeond Molina.
Oh yeah.
This is my jam.
He came up to me earlier and asked me what song he should pick, and he showed me this one. And I was like, yeah, come out with this song.
So here comes out from the red corner, correct? Yeah, the red corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red corner, Daymeond. The Omen.
Daymeond Molina, known as the Omen, fighting out of Millennium MMA. Man, this kid, I tell you, you guys gotta watch out for this kid. Keep your eyes on him because this kid's whole skill level is just way beyond amazing. You know, but
we can't count the other guy out yet. We don't know really too much about him, so everybody has a punching chance.
Yeah. Hey, right. Everybody has a plan. That's how you get punched to the face. You know, but since this is a pankration match, there are no strikes to the face. So
I guess you could say a hard body shot.
Yeah.
And please welcome his opponent into the cage, Israel Galvan.
Oh, and that's his opponent, Israel Galvan.
Now here he comes out from the blue corner.
And Israel Galvan coming out to some Pearl Jam, Even Flow. Okay, Israel Galvan, nicknamed the Hurricane. He's a 16 years old and he's a freestyle fighter. Trains in boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, and Judo. And trains out of Peterson's Grapplers in Valencia, California.
So this goes to the ground. It could be anybody's game.
Yeah. So Israel started his early career doing boxing and Muay Thai at the age of 13 years old. After that, Israel proceeded to do Jiu-Jitsu at Peterson Grapplers, becoming the fastest and youngest blue belt promoted in his gym. Israel is currently working on getting his purple belt. And his first year as a wrestler, Israel placed fourth in the Southern Section Championship, which is the most challenging section in the state. And as a Masters qualifier, Israel proceeded to the finals and was one match away to go to the state when he got eliminated that same year, this year in 2017. And so Israel decided that his first freestyle wrestling tournament would be the Freestyle State Championship, which he placed sixth in at the state at 120 pounds. So this is all-around fighter versus all-around fighter, you know. And Israel wants to give a shout-out to Brian Peterson and the PT family. Lastly, Vince Pitchell, his gym teammate and UFC 155-pound fighter. He also wants to tell Vince Pitchell congrats on his KO finish last month.
First time, fighting out of the red corner. This young man is 17.1 years of age. He represents Molina MMA. Put your hands together for Daymeond Molina. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man is 16.10 years of age. Representing Peterson Grapplers. Put your hands together for Israel Galvan.
Your referee is Jonathan Romero.
Referee checking to see if everybody's okay. Let's pass out the ammunition. Let's go to war.
Start off with a nice touch of the gloves. Comes out with a nice kick. Daymeond answers right back.
Oh, nice tee by Daymeond. Oh, and a nice body kick
by Israel. Oh, and another one.
Galvan looks like he's trying to close the distance on him. Oh. Nice counter kicks by both.
Oh, Daymeond goes and he goes for the takedown and gets it. They both come up to the cage. Daymeond's pressing him. Looks like they're trying to both go. Looks like Daymeond's trying to go for the takedown.
Daymeond utilizing those knees while pressing Galvan against the cage. He needs to try to work that over under. you know, and
Bring
try
his
and turn
head up.
Daymeond
Oh, and he
around.
takes
Yeah.
him down. But he gets back up to his feet.
Yeah, Molina with the double leg, but Galvan popped right back up. He needs to try and work that over under, Galvan. He needs to try to work that over under and try to turn him and get out of that cage.
Oh, he goes
Oh,
for a roll.
nice roll. It looks like he's going for a leg.
Leg lock. Looks like Daymeond's defending.
Yeah, he is. Oh, it looks
Oh,
like
he comes
Daymeond's
after
going
the
for a
leg
leg lock
with
of
his
his
own.
own.
Is he going for it?
Yeah,
He's
looks
got
deep.
it.
It looks deep. Galvan's fighting it.
He's fighting. Looks like he's trying to escape right now. He's doing anything in his power, and he gets out.
Wow, nice transition by Galvan.
Oh, and he
Now
goes for his
going
own.
for a leg lock of his own. Oh, it looks like he's going for a knee bar. 10 seconds left in the round.
Daymeond's hitting with some punches to the side.
Oh,
Really
straight to the
defending
chin.
that leg lock.
Oh, what a great first round by Galvan and Molina.
That was energetic.
Yeah. Based on what you saw, who do you think got that first round?
It's really hard to call. It could be anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, both of them with some smooth transitions, hard strikes. You know,
They answered back with counters.
yeah, techniques, jiu-jitsu techniques.
Both corners giving instructions.
She's gonna come and help right now. Come and help, so you can go when she comes if you want. Okay.
Okay, I was having fun, but okay. Really?
And here we go with the start of the second round as Molina goes for that double leg takedown.
And he's got to get out of that.
Yeah. That's it. Just click it right here one time. When it's green, it's on.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here switching in.
Yes.
I'm Marika ready to help with the commentation here with Alex. Gosh, these fights are really great tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're
Man,
really
every
great.
single one, everyone's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah? All right. And I love the groundwork everyone's showing tonight.
Yeah. And the striking technique of all of them is they've been on point.
Yeah, they really have. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there we are. Look at that.
Oh, nice, nice. Who do you think had round one?
You know what? It's really hard to call. You know, both of them were transitioning really well. Both throwing hard strikes,
Yeah.
both going for submissions.
Uh-huh.
So, it's really hard to call who won that first round.
Yeah, it's real tough. Man, it looks like right now, looks like this round, Red is doing a really good job of keeping Blue on the ground.
Yeah. The red corner is Daymeond Molina.
Daymeond Molina.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the blue corner is Israel Galvan.
Israel Devon. All right. That's the end of the second round, folks.
Yeah, that's the end of the second round.
It's a really great fight night overall tonight.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's really going the distance with each of these rounds, and it's kind of hard to call almost every fight who's going to win.
Yeah, it is. So how's Anthony doing?
He's great. I was in Anthony's corner earlier today.
Yeah.
He's a little disappointed about the final decision, but I don't know. I had a hard time understanding the decision as well. It was I felt like he picked him up, slammed him to the ground, had a really pretty spin kick as well.
Yeah, that was a really nice spin kick.
And so it's kind of hard to see where the third judge could give him 2 points, the other Hall 2 points over Mars, but
Yeah.
you know, on the other hand, Hall did have a really strong ground game. He had him at guillotine like for dear life.
Yeah, I thought if he connected just a little bit more on that spinning kick, it would have been lights out.
Yeah. So I think also the fact that they were using shin guards today, I think that also kind of may have changed the game a little bit for Mars and Hall. A lot of their kicks weren't probably landing as hard as they're used to.
Yeah.
Or they're expecting to in the fight.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, that's right.
And that was a hard takedown. Man, he's throwing some vicious blows.
It really is.
So this fight right here is a pankration fight. I don't know if you know too much about that, but
I don't.
Okay.
I have to be real honest. I'm still very new to the world of MMA, but I feel like I've been indoctrinated in a very serious way.
Trial by fire, huh?
It really is. It really is. Today I was a water girl for my first time. Last week I was holding pads, or a couple months ago I was holding pads for the first time, and now I am here commentating.
Yeah, look, you're all over the place. Huh?
I really am. I'm trying to be the Jill of all trades of the MMA world right now. Ooh, nice knee. Nice knee.
Yeah, well.
Gonna have to turn around on that cage.
Yeah, so Molina has him pressed against the cage, and he's going for that single edge and taking down, goes for the takedown. Anyways, back to what I was telling you about the pankration events. So pankration is youth fighters from age 8 to 17 years old.
Okay.
There's from each age from like 8 to 10, 10
Okay.
to 12, 12 to 14, and 15 to 17. Each one of them has a set of certain rules that they're allowed to do and they're
Oh, okay.
not allowed to do. Wow, vicious strike.
Vicious.
Wow.
Finishing that round
What a way to finish
strong.
out that round.
Finishing strong. Very nice. So you were saying about, so how old are these fighters?
Molina's 17 and Galvan, I believe, is 16.
Okay.
So, like I was saying in the pankration, the youth fighters, they're not allowed to have head strikes.
Got it. Okay.
At any age. Right?
Okay.
Fighters from 15 to 17, they're allowed to use their knees.
Okay.
They're allowed certain leg locks, like
Okay.
straight knee bars, things
All
like
right.
that. But nothing with twisting the ankle.
Got it. And they're also wearing headgear as well.
Yeah, not to wear headgear. Also, there's no slamming. So if one of them gets caught in a submission, they can't pick them up and slam them like you do in Camel and Pro.
Right.
To
Okay.
get out of it. So, the United States Fight League and that they're very protective of the children. They want them to have fun. They want them to excel. But safety's always the first issue for the kids.
I really like seeing that. I'm actually originally from Tokyo, Japan, and I grew up in the K1 Pride world. My ex-roommate was actually a K1 fighter, so I spent a lot of time at the K1 fights.
Wow, really?
And this is my first experience with Camo, and I really appreciate how much they take safety first and how they really kind of decided that there's certain rules that they're just like not going to allow, like the knees and the elbows, and I think that's kind of important to kind of let people work their way up in terms of how vicious, because MMA gets really vicious.
Yeah, they do.
It gets really, really ugly, and I think it's important to kind of make sure you instill those values and that foundation first before you turn it into what sometimes becomes a brawl.
So you said that you follow K1, right? Who's your favorite K1 fighter?
It's so funny. So one of my ex-roommates and a really good friend of mine was Andy Olagon. A Nigerian fighter, but grew up in Japan, so I had been to a lot of his fights. He's not one of my favorites, but I got to see firsthand him and another roommate who was also a fighter go through the whole trying to make weight situation. And so it gave me a whole new appreciation for the game, kind of seeing like our cupboards completely bare and him being like, I can't even have temptation. Get the rice out of the house. So in that case, I really, but there's a lot of fighters. I mean, when I was in Japan, man, who did I really like? Gosh, I'm trying to think. Yamato Kid,
Oh, okay.
a pretty famous fighter, really popular. kind of his attitude is different from the typical Japanese fighter. He's kind of, he dyes his hair blonde. He likes to party. He sort of says outrageous things. You know, one of my ex-boxing coach actually was a glory fighter, heavyweight, Koichi Watanabe. He fought under Pettis, Nicholas Pettis and the Pettis family. I really enjoyed seeing the heavyweight. You know, it's kind of, you know, they don't move as much and they're not as fast, but you can hear it.
Oh yeah.
Like you can be in the back of the arena and you'll hear that, like the reverberations from every kick and every punch, and it's just, man, I used to think like, those guys have to walk away with injuries.
Yeah, one of my favorite K1 fighters is Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp.
Bob the Beast Sapp. Man, that dude.
So funny. Bob Sapp, I worked on a project once, and Bob Sapp was actually one of the people that they regularly brought onto the project. Really nice guy. Yeah, on top of being a really fun fighter.
And here we go with the decision
All
for
right.
the
In
referees.
favor of Molina.
It's a split
Ooh,
decision.
split decision again.
And your winner, out of the blue corner, Israel.
All right, that's right. We need a win for the blue corner. The blue corner they've been holding things against the blue corner tonight, but that was a great fight. I'm so glad to see.
Great fight by both fighters, Galvan and Molina.
No, that's great. Especially, that's right. Enjoy your moment. It's really nice to see the younger fighters kind of take this moment to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's showing a display for the crowd.
Yeah, he really is. So these fighters, are they both out of Riverside then?